Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kohak Badash. Oh, praises, honor, glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to your apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching His truth and nothing but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? That'd be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations, like, for example, a Hebrew Israelite that look like a so-called white person, or so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. Got some videos lined up about Amalek, Esau Amalek, so-called white man, but he ain't white, he's red, he's a baby dick sucking, foreskin eating Jewish faggot nigger named Amalek. Anyway, I got some videos about Esau Amalek, I don't play them. I'm going to get into scripture my best ability, say whatever I got to say through spirit and power, Yahweh Shema Shah, the Holy Spirit, the Korhak Badash, Lord, when it be on me, let's get it.
Here's, is this Pablo?
Avocados from Mexico.
I like my outfit. Got to be colorful in Iceland because everything is often gray. Now, Judaism came into the world.
He wrapping his arm up with some electric tape. He got this goofy ass shit on his head. Where's that in the scriptures, nigga? Where is that in the scripture? You can wrap your arm up with electric tape, nigga.
Monotheism to replace paganism. The world once believed in
electric tape belongs on goddamn electrical wires, not on your arm, nigga.
Many gods.
You goddamn blockhead. Worshipping Saturn.
And all kinds of...
Really Satan.
Like leprechauns and all that. And we gave the world the one invisible God. If he's invisible without a form, that means that he doesn't favor Jews or whites or blacks or men or women. He
doesn't favor Jews, but they have their own Jewish heaven. There's a Goyim heaven. Shmoli. Oh, Shmoli.
Man, that Jewish heaven is here on earth. Yeah, Esau, this world is Esau's heaven. Meanwhile, if you Israelites, you real Israelites, this is y'all hell until the Lord returns.
I didn't see his video in Norway. I want to go play that. Did he tweet? So he's in Norway right now. Norway's protesting Palestine. What's this one? We posted this. Hold on a second. I want to find that.
This doesn't work. That's why you walk up to anyone with a beard that looks Jewish and say I'm a fan of you.
No, I never said that. I said specifically to this guy. I said specifically to this guy.
So you're admitting that you walked over to me and you said fuck Israel after you said I'm a fan
W.
of the picture, right?
Yeah.
So you lied.
And so
you're
what?
dishonest.
And so
and what?
Harassing and attacking people. That's allowed in Iceland. When your police see this, let them determine if it's so. I'm glad you're saying that what you did, there's nothing wrong with it.
You don't think I know the law in this country that I can say fuck Israel? That's not illegal. You know that, right?
Soon it will be. I don't know about in this country, but we could say that. This soon it will be. And they're going to be deducting your money. It's going to pretty much freeze your bank account. And all kinds of shit. You won't be able to... Bro, your bank account will be frozen. You won't be able to... You won't be able to work no more. You gonna lose your job. You ain't gonna be able to work no more. You won't be able to, you won't be able to have. You won't have to do shit because of these niggas. Anyway.
I said nothing against Jews.
On the street and harass me and endanger me. Yes or no?
You think I
have...
No. I never endangered.
I was completely wrong.
You're endangered?
And you told me I have to leave your country. You told me. Do you...
But the great thing about it, I don't know if this guy's an Edomite. He got a funny shaped head though. But I don't know if he's an Israelite, but I love the fact that Edom is against each other. Yay! I fucking love it.
You have the power to make me leave your country.
And Smoothie, the author of Kosher Sex, and he also co-runs or co-owns a sex shop with his daughter, selling sex toys. In his book, Kosher Sex, available today, or available now. Shit. Hell yeah, they goddamn, what the fuck is that?
Everything's the Holocaust.
You said I have to leave.
Wait.
Did you have the power, the authority to make me leave your country? Yes or
Leave
no?
him, leave that woman
You
alone.
said you have to leave my country. It's all on video. It's all on video. Do you have the right to make me leave your country? Are you in charge of immigration? Are you a government official?
Oh my God.
Are you in charge of immigration?
Poor girl.
He's in charge of the immigration. Are you Amalek, Esau's grandson? Yes, he is.
Are you a government official? Do you have the right to harass
Are you the wicked of the earth? Yes, he is. Amalek.
American citizens who are
He's
now...
asking his girlfriend.
Are you truly the Hebrew Israelites that's mentioned in the Bible? No, you're not. I'm talking about smoothie.
If I deck this guy in the face, are you gonna get upset?
You're a government official. Do you have the right to harass American citizens who are an ally of Iceland and to tell them to leave your
Wait, he's talking about harassing American citizens, and he said they in Norway.
country? Do you have that right? Do you have that right?
Okay, bro.
Apologize for what you did.
No, I'm not doing that. Als hij lapt aan me en afkomt te laten, is wat hek je, denk je. Je weet, dat is wel een lap.
This
Brother walked away cool with it. You do got funny shaped head, bro. You can't help that.
This is the face of hatred, anti-Semitism. It's the face of Jew hatred. It's the face of what we've faced in 2,000 years. And American citizens protected Iceland during...
You know he ain't zooming into that woman's butt.
Holy, keep going. Keep going. This is really helping you.
the war from being occupied by Hitler. And this is the thanks that American citizens
Hitler!
get out of our country.
What?
Get out. This nigga, they're in Norway. This ain't... Even Israel ain't your country, nigga. America ain't their country either, but they took that shit. And you see how America is. But Norway ain't your country. Well, I'll take that back because Edomites. I mean, shit.
In Norway saying get out of our country. Everything he does just helps us more. W. Shmuley, actually.
Alright. Israeli sailors take over Palestinian springs as water crisis deepens. Oh, these niggas tainted the water now. They pissing and shitting all in the water, and they swimming in that bitch the same time. Goodness gracious. Get these fucking rats out of the water. They think it's a sewer hole. That's what they think, this shit is a sewer. They goodness gracious. You'll be seeing floating small hats. You'll be seeing floating small hats floating in the water on the top surface. Hey, look, they got the small hats on. I'll be trying to figure out what's the fucking name of these little the hairstyle. That's not even biblical. But I'll be like, I want to call them double sideways rat tails. I don't know. You remember rat tails? Yeah, they was back in the day, had a little rat tail in the back of your head. But these are like sideways. I don't know. You can call them like little dog ears. Little floppy dog ear hair. I don't know. God damn, the water is contaminated, bro. You can't have, man. Now look how dirty the water look since them niggas been swimming in here. Playing this reef. Shit, now you got his musty ass all in the water. Now the water all green as look doo-doo brown. Doo-doo brown. Doo-doo brown.
In my opinion, now that they see this entire mass of people, all these large groups of Jews coming here to bathe, they are afraid to come here. They're afraid, terrified to death, right? A single Arab family that comes here would simply run away. No one would do anything to them. They would just flee when they see the masses, the people of Israel at the height of their glory, returning to the land of Israel. They are afraid.
Wait a minute, returning to the land? I thought y'all was already in the land. Now y'all returning to the, but then some of y'all are leaving out the land. How you returning to the land, but then y'all, a lot of them, you're leaving out the land, and y'all claiming that places like Argentina is your land now, or places like Greece is your land now, or Italy is your land now, or Spain is your land now. What else? Peru is your land now. Chile is your land now. Some parts of Mexico is your land now. Hell, you're gonna probably find them niggas in Indiana. Or goddamn whatever, there's a wildfire. They might plant a data center or either a living area for these rats. Well, shit, cool with me. Hell, they put them niggas there in those places in America and they get vaporized by that nuclear fire, because them nukes coming. If you was a smart rat, you'd be out of this country. Heck yeah. But anyway.
Afraid of the truth.
But I'm like, be brave to come here and... But wait a minute, y'all, these niggas are leaving their country. Leaving Israel. Or that area. Freaking desert. It's a desert. The only reason why it looks so dry and dusty because them musty ass rats are there. If we were there, boy, that place be looking plush, be looking good. The grass be growing, trees be growing, fruit be growing out the ground and all that, looking beautiful. But instead, yeah, it look like shit because these rats are here. Look at that. Nothing fertile. Dry, because them rats.
The main issue and cause is that the settlers attack on the land and the water. They cut off the water source and...
Yeah, man, everything dried up because of them rats. And this guy here trying to plant and grow some stuff. But even he don't belong in that land either. From them Palestinian niggas and them small head niggas, y'all ain't supposed to belong there. But you got some Israelites scattered amongst these heathens. But anyway, back to what I was saying, these rats are just causing these problems.
They took control of it and cut off the water supply to the farms here. We haven't had a drop of water for the past 3 months. And until now, we do not have any water to prepare for planting. They, the settlers, fill the pool up there and swim in it. We cannot go fix it or do any maintenance work since there are 2 settlers who arrived there and prevented us.
Yeah, and they'll have guns. Keep them from doing... Oh, and I'll start the video 1 minute 44 seconds. I'll praise you about Shemal Shah, the Wadi about Shemal Shah. And them settlers got rifles and shit, and they ain't got nothing to defend themselves. Esau living by that sword.
يعني إلها لأنه في مستوطنين فوق إجوا 2 مستوطنين ومنعونا ننشروا فيديوهات. وين السبرينج؟
Little baby rats. They're like squeak squeak. Yeah, since when rats eat tomatoes and onions? They supposed to eat shit. Sometimes they eat themselves. Alright, anyway, them rats are polluting the water, they hogging in and whatever, anyway. But that what happened when the wicked bear of rule, the people mourn. Shit. Let's see what else we got. Who is this? Disarm the Israeli settlers storming West Bank villages. Who will? I'll see this.
In Qusra in the occupied West Bank, Palestinian families have spent August imprisoned inside their own homes. Settlers pitched tents in their yards. They cut off their water and electricity. Food began to run short. Stones struck the houses. Armed men gathered outside, and inside, parents tried to calm frightened children, never knowing whether the next sound at the door would be another stone, a gunshot, or someone forcing their way in. In one house, Qusay Abu Rida was trapped with his teenage son. Thousands of miles away in Ohio, his brother Lu'ay watched through the security cameras as settlers surrounded the house until Israeli soldiers arrived. Not to help, but to remove the cameras capturing the terrifying scene. Nearby, Ruqayya Hassan endured the siege with her children. One of them is 4 years old. Her name is Kinda. Elsewhere in Qusra, Mar'ouda has effectively turned his home into a cage just to keep his family safe. Metal fencing surrounds it. Bars cover the windows. Nearby, someone spray painted 2 words in...
It's like he had to zombie-proof his daggone... more like he had to rat-proof his damn home. He had to keep those rats out of... keep them fucking rats out of his property. Damn, you gotta turn his house to a fortress, his property into a fortress, cause them rats, bro. Shit.
Hebrew, death to Arabs.
Fucking niggers. And I mean, I don't care about Arabs and any of that stuff, but they going through the same shit we going through, but we went through a whole lot worse. Hey, but whatever.
5 months earlier, Oda says a settler shot dead his nephew and wounded his brother in front of him. He complained to the Israeli police. The attacks continued. Last week, settlers came to his house again. This is Qusra in August 2026. But Qusra is not an aberration. It is a window onto what is being unleashed across the occupied West Bank. Homes attacked, cars torched, farmers beaten, people shot, sheep stolen, water seized.
People getting raped. Yeah, that too. You want to throw that out there? Shit. Boy, these rats, boy, these motherfuckers ain't shit.
Olive trees uprooted and burned. Families.
The olive trees are native to the land. These niggas destroying this shit. I mean, damn. Fucking niggers.
Driven from communities.
And, oh yeah, don't forget about the water. They hogging the water and they jumping in there, pissing and shit and contaminating the water with they nasty asses. Now the water was looking clear. Now it's doo-doo brown. Once they jumped up in that water, well, they must their asses.
Where they have lived for generations, and the pattern repeats. A settler outpost appears. Suddenly, land Palestinians have grazed for decades is inaccessible. Roads are blocked. Shepherds are harassed. Homes are raided. Violence becomes routine, and the army that occupies the territory.
Alright, anyway, I ain't got really no sympathy over them folks right there, Arabs, cause them niggas goddamn was shitting on us too. You Israelites, especially over here in America. But you got some Israelites amongst those heathens. She might be an Israelite, ain't no telling. But anyway, Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. These people mourning, oh hell, we mourning. We're going through this shit way too much, for way too long, for these fucking Edomite, Amalekite rat niggers. I'm tired of fucking shit, boy. Hey, what else we got? What is this? Israeli cells attacked Christian village in the West Bank. That was 8 days ago. But I'm going to still play it. And for you Christians, this is for you Christians.
I come here for protective presence once a week. And in the past few weeks, the situation here in Taibe has become very bad. And there are settlers that are coming every day. And this family specifically, they broke down the fence around. And they're bringing their
fucking rats,
birds, the sheep and the goats inside the compound, and they this morning they broke a camera, they tore a cable for the electricity, they broke the hose for the water, so they spilled all the water, and they're very, very intimidating. They're very violent. Earlier this week and last week as well, some of our activists got beaten up very badly from these people. So this morning I was here alone, so I didn't go near them. I just photographed them, and we called the police. But the police doesn't always come, and many times when they do come, they take our people and not the settlers, unfortunately. Well, I come here as a religious woman, and usually the settlers, they seem to be religious, and they come with a big kippah, and they have the tzitzit out, and peot, and but this is not our religion. I'm a religious woman, and our religion said that we need to have compassion for people, and I think the problem is that they're not seeing people. They're seeing...
Yeah, they just see goyim cattle, because they're demons. They're dealing with a force of evil. And they want to eat you or either rape you and whatever, kill your ass.
Just the enemy, and they're not seeing that there's a family.
They a bunch of niggers, man, plain and simple. And they got to be gone, bro. They got to be eliminated or being locked up in chains. Yeah, baby dick sucking Jewish faggot fuckers need to be locked up in chains, prison, or either just be put to death. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I said it, nigga. I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. They are not the fucking people, nigga. They're not the Lord's people. They just a bunch of fucking niggers, man. Fuck these motherfuckers. Let's get to the next one. Boy, I hate when I do this. I get riled up when I talk about these motherfuckers. Cause they ain't shit. They got our identity, nigga. Fuck these motherfuckers.
Supposedly innocent kids.
Fucking faggots.
What would happen later? This one would kill 50 Jews. They will become Jews.
That's why I be like, Lord, give me the power to fucking crush my enemies, bro. Give me the power, please. Please, please. Give me the power to crush these motherfuckers. And the mush or dust, whatever the fuck.
One way or the other. So that's what the Torah says. Someone is on the way to kill you now or in a year from now. You can kill him even now, a year before. You don't have to wait
listen to this nigga right here.
A minute before. But the point is right here that Hashem say, do not have mercy on the children. Kill all their children also. Why?
That's from the Talmud, nigga. He talking about what's in the Talmud. In the Talmud. It ain't but shit, bunch of fucking anyway.
It's no difference between them and their children. In 10 years from now, these children will attack you on the way. Hashem knows, God knows. 6 billion idol worshippers who makes God angry every second of their life. Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Tibet, Nepal, Thailand. So many. India alone is 500 million.
Yeah, you can see the word on like you niggers. Cause y'all ain't shit. Y'all a bunch of imposters. They know you're not the real people.
China is 2 billion. So many, 2 billion Christians, which are idol worshippers. Between Chinese, Hindus, Buddhists, and Christian, at least.
And y'all people are Satanists. Y'all worship Satan. Y'all worship the moon. What is it? No, Saturn and Satan. Shit. Y'all don't worship the Most High Yahweh. Fuck no. Yeah, these niggas have the nerve to say that what they say their savior is Jeebus. In the Talmud, they say that Jeebus is boiling in excrements in hell. He's boiling in semen. Heck yeah, in man juice. He's boiling in man juice. What the fuck? These people ain't the people. They just a bunch of niggers.
6.5 billion people are idol worshippers that, according to the Torah, do not have the right to live. Idol worshipper, goy, it's death penalty. Not only Jews. Even a goy who bow down to an idol, who believe in JC, deserve death penalty.
This platform that you're watching this video on has shared a terrifying secret to me that I'm gonna share with you. Over 40% of people who are watching this video right now will not or are not subscribed.
Oh shit, nigga, whatever.
We want to apologize to everyone who bought Lorene Kogan.
I don't even know what does he talk about in his videos? Let me see. I think he's a Nigerian cat. I don't know where he's from. He's an American going full into Civil War, Muslim versus MAGA. Yay! I say yay! Division. Let that shit begin. Huge fight. I guess he just getting to the news. I don't think I'm thinking he a Christian, but no, I don't think. You know, I'm gonna subscribe to bro video.
Because we lied. It's true. Our gum is.
Folks, that is the top rabbi is go. He wants to replace the white European with new European and the new.
Well, how can you replace me? Y'all the same fucking people. Y'all all Edomites. That don't make no fucking sense. I'm not gonna play no more of this, but if you want to watch, cause I realize I got a bunch of other videos to get into. If you want to watch the rest of bro video, there go the title of the video, and there go the channel. All right, that's enough. You heard coming from out of the rat's mouth. I won't say horse's mouth, but the rat's mouth, that he wanted to kill all the children and eat their flesh and throw the rest of the carcasses in the boiling excrement or whatever the fuck these niggas talk about.
Correspondent Jonathan LaVey from our.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying, man. These people are not the people. They are a bunch of fucking weird ass niggers.
Channel.
Demonic motherfuckers.
Videographer Nadav Abbas were filming a report in Northern Ireland last week on the rise in anti-Semitism in Europe.
I mean, shit. Let me get some, man. These niggas are not the people. And I'm not gonna. I mean, you gotta sometimes hold back what you want to say, man. Fuck this shit, man. Psalm chapter 144, verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of the strange children. Hell, you want the Lord to protect you from these niggas, but then also in a situation you want the Lord to deliver you from these wild ass animals. These niggas just, they got the law on their side. Esau got the law on his side. He got the sword. And Lord, I be like, Lord, give me the power to goddamn crush these motherfuckers. And 2/3 too. Whose mouth speak of vanity and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. They some strange ass niggers. Shit. And they think everything they're doing is right. Well, actually everything they're doing is wrong. They think it's right. But no, it ain't. It's wrong. What is this? Target in North Ireland while reporting on anti-Semitism on Irish. Hey, there are a lot of Israelites there too. Some of them look like the heathens. Look like some crackers, but they actually Israelites. Yeah, they ain't having nothing. I mean, they having enough of these motherfuckers. Show them motherfuckers what's going on, what's up.
They were interviewing people on the street in Belfast when a man realized they were Israeli.
Oh shit, they all about free Palestine.
He started harassing them, trying to take their camera equipment, and eventually threw a glass beer pint at our crew. Take a look at the footage.
What's up? Don't touch him. What's up? Hey, stop recording me.
Please, police, please.
What are you recording me for? Don't touch him. Don't fucking touch me. Don't touch him. What are you recording me for? We're going to the police. We're going to the police. You want to go to the police? We're going to the police, yes. You want to go to the police? Yes.
I'm trying to figure out who is this nigga. Is he the drunk rat? Or he a drunk Irishman?
Touch me.
Hey,
No touch.
you want to record me? What are you recording me for?
Security.
Oh, he the drunk Irishman. Yeah, cause you gotta remember this is I-24, so you know this is Israel 24 in news in English. So yeah, he's fed up with these rats pretty much.
What?
Police, please.
What are you recording me for? Don't touch him. Fuck, record me for 5 minutes. Did he hit you with a bottle or a bottle? He's a ducky guy.
Yeah, he looked like a rat. Not this guy, the bald head guy. Yeah, he looked like he'll put a damn beanie on top of his head. If he had the beanie on top of his head, this shit would have protected him from that glass. Heck yeah. He had that beanie, it would have protected him. But he ain't had his beanie on. That's gonna be his temporary beanie, that napkin. Why is he holding that shit? He got the. Why don't you hold your own napkin, nigga? He got his slave holding it. I don't know.
With me in studio now is Jonathan Lave, back from Northern Ireland. Jonathan, it's good to see that you and Nadav are safe, but scary footage when this happened.
Scary moments also, of course.
How did it feel?
It was kind of a shock. As a start, we talked with some guys in the bar. It was like a street bars, and we talked to some people. We told everybody that we're Israeli. It went pretty okay.
Yeah, he said the guy's drunk. Walk on. You filming this shit? Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want, oh, you're anti-Semitic. Oh, we're gonna stay here until you do something to me. Maybe shoot me and kill me. Nigga, why you waiting for that? Just leave, nigga. Looking for an altercation or something to happen so you can look innocent, like you're the victim, when you're actually the villain, and then your ass might get fucked up or either killed, you know? Just walk away from this shit, dummy. And just like what, I forgot what I don't know what the scripture is about, what the Lord said. I can't remember, but anyway.
Just before this occasion happened, we were talking with two pro-Palestinian girls. It was a respectful, very respectful conversation. And then we assumed that he heard that we are from Israel. And he came to the camera and started to mess with that. I'm not sure what he's trying to do.
Oh, please, stop making up shit. Where's the side of his story at? You don't want to hear it. Anyway, let's get to the next one. Let's see what this faggot got to say. Another rabbi. Oh, yeah, this strange. And this nigga said some shit. Let's just see. Yeah, he says that if from all the countries that used to support Israel or Amalek, if they ain't supporting Israel or Amalek no more, they gonna be destroyed. They gonna be destroyed by Amalek. Amalek gonna nuke their ass. Oh yeah, you know I ain't never seen that movie Hellraiser, where they said that I forgot. And they got the game called Hellraiser.
This is Rabbi Yom Tov Glasser. This apparently is Satan-Yahu Milikowski's primary rabbi. This is who he seeks his counsel from, or at least is one of the main rabbis that he seeks his counsel from. I think a lot of you probably have seen this. This has been making the rounds on social media over the past few days. Not a surprise. This is what he thinks of everybody who is not Israeli.
The most powerful nations in the world have to go down to their knees. That's what happened to Egypt. That's what's going to happen to America. That's what's going to happen to Germany. That's what's going to happen to France. That's what's going to happen to London. England's going to happen to...
They ain't going to go down to the knees because of you, nigga. They going to go down to the knees because of Yahweh Shema Shah going to bring these niggas, all these niggas down to the knees. All you heathens. Even Israel. The real Israelites, not you frauds. You double sideways rat tail wearing motherfuckers. This weird ass hair. Well, goodness gracious, what the fuck is this shit, man? This ain't biblical, nigga. How can you goddamn wear shit like some... Good. What? This shit looks silly. This look like you look goofy. You look like Goofy with the floppy ears and shit. They look like dog ears. Look at this shit. Look at them dangling. Wee. They're wiggling and shit. What kind of weird shit? What is this weirdo shit?
Poland. That's what's going to happen to Russia. That's what's going to happen to China. That's what's going to happen.
Get a haircut, nigga.
North Korea. They're all going to go down to their knees.
Actually, you know what? I think he did get a haircut. Because I remember I seen pictures of him. He had a haircut and he cut that goofy shit off.
What are they going to do on their knees?
Until he got to North Korea, and that was just.
Yeah, I didn't know North Korea needed to get on their knees. What exactly are you expecting them to do on their knees, Rabbi? Does he have some type of a kink? Does he want to be sexually gratified by every, color of the...
Pretty much, yeah.
Global rainbow? Is that what it is?
So funny. That was so funny.
And that's another thing, the global rainbow. They love that shit. They have all that gay shit going on in Israel. They got no big gay pride parades. And nobody don't say nothing about that shit. Nobody don't say nothing about, especially you punk ass Christians. Goodness gracious, y'all don't say nothing about that shit. Y'all scared when it comes to calling out the bullshit with these niggers.
Funny, they're all gonna go.
Oh, he's not done. I mean, it actually gets.
All right, I need to take a break for a second.
Okay, well, I can understand that.
And you know one thing they gonna go and say is the Zionists. Nigga, please. They're like it's two sides of being Jewish. Yeah, whatever.
Does anybody want to take a gander as to where this man was born? Because I have a very strong feeling it was not in Palestine.
Probably born in New Jersey somewhere. Or Canada.
Just a thought.
Well, I would say Hungary, Ukraine, Poland, whatever.
No, I think he's probably from Brooklyn. That's my
Yeah, he's from somewhere up north.
He could be American. Oh, that too.
With that accent? Yeah, probably.
And all see Hashem.
In the name. To see the name. What is his name?
But as long as they keep helping us, they'll get a bracha. And they're not going to go down their knees. They're going to get a little more time.
For people who do not, bracha is a prayer. Bracha is a prayer. So the people who do for them will get a prayer. That's what that means. I'm translating.
Oh, please.
You guys want more time? I don't want more time. So you understand, when I hear they're friends with us, they're just perpetuating more of this status quo. They're all going to go down. They're all going to go down to their knees, especially the Western ones. The Zohar says that they're going to go down hard for how they treated us over the last 2,000 years.
Well, if the Zohar says it's going to happen, I'm sure it'll happen.
Can you explain what the Zohar is? Because I'm not.
No, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh,
it has to do with one of their texts or one of their documents or one of their...
Something to do with the Talmud, I guess. Let me see. How you spell that shit? The Zohar is in the Talmud. I guess so, yeah. Oh, I guess not. The Zohar is not in the Talmud. There are two entirely separate foundation texts of Judaism created in different eras. The Talmud is the legal and ethical, unethical, the illegal and unethical work complied during late antiquity, or whatever you pronounce that word, whatever. I'm not trying to figure that shit out. Probably get a headache trying to figure that this monkey ass shit out.
Readings, that's what he's talking. He's referencing one of their, one of their documents, if you will. The Zohar must be like it's not a god. It's something it's like Talmud something. It's a thing.
Well, she said something about it, but you know what? It probably isn't a Talmud. Because, as you know, Google. You know who controls Google. These niggers. The floppy hair looking, whatever the fuck you call this stupid haircut or hairdo. Goodness gracious.
So if somebody knows, let me know. I don't know, but all I know is that it sounds ridiculous.
Can you remind the audience again of what the Talmud is and
oh, it's Kabbalah. Okay, well then that's even weirder that he's talking about that.
Anyway, let's get to the next one. But yeah, that's what these niggas talking about. Some retarded shit.
Israel's undue influence over the United States government is getting more and more attention for obvious reasons as the U.S. Gets dragged into fighting yet another war on behalf of the Israelis. And here to talk to us about the situation, because he just co-authored a book about it, is Eli Clifton. He co-authored the book, Israel's Lobby, America in the Grip of a Foreign Power, alongside Ian Lustig. For those who are unfamiliar with Eli Clifton's work, he is a co-founder over at the Quincy Institute, a publication and an organization that we here at the Young Turks really value. And Eli, we thank you for coming on the show to talk about this book today.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure. Let me start off by asking you, obviously this is a book that's kind of like a follow-up to the legendary book that was published by John Mearsheimer and Stephen Walt. This was back in 2007, called The Israel Lobby. What, if anything, has changed since that book was published?
Well, quite a lot. And I think one thing that was probably an accurate prediction, had everything stayed the same in their book, was that Israel's support for Israel inside the United States had been diminishing already at that time when they published it, which was like in 2007. And really it was the wake of the death of the Oslo Accords around 1999-2000, and the global war on terror was bringing Americans to become more critical of our foreign policy and question the relationship with Israel, and indeed start to question whether Israel and whether liberal Zionism and a two-state solution were really feasible and were really something that Israel's leadership was working towards. And what they predicted was that this diminishing public support was going to create space for other organizations, other groups who would advocate more strongly for policies and for candidates who would be advocating for a readjustment of this relationship to perhaps make it, I think they may have characterized as more normal. Now, something that happened is that indeed that public support continued to decline, but in 2010, the Citizens United and Speech Now court decisions came down. And what those decisions did was open the floodgates of our campaign finance system to groups such as the Israel Lobby. But at the time, the concern was that what it would do is flood our elections with corporate money and with dark money. And that was well-placed concerns. But what we saw out of the gate, the first post-Citizens United election, 2012, was the biggest donor, the most active was Sheldon Adelson. And Adelson was very clear about why he was supporting at the time Newt Gingrich and later went on to support Mitt Romney. And he said, this is because of Israel that I'm doing this. This is because of a foreign country. That's why I'm engaged in our politics at this level that nobody's ever seen before. Now, this was like a pre-Russiagate, pre-Hunter Biden and the concerns about him type of America. People weren't maybe as sensitive to the notion of a foreign country's role in our elections, or the fact that American donors might be motivated by trying to advance a foreign country's interests in the manner that I think they are now. But the answer is that that's the key thing that changed after the publication of their book. We bring a lot of other stuff into it as well.
Anyway, all this yickety-yackety, Israel owns America. Yeah, that's why I call the United States of Amalek. And I'm going to say Israel, because they're not Israel, they're Amalek.
Well, it happened to no one's surprise.
And if I ain't spend that much time playing that video, you can always rewind, get the title of the video and the channel, and play it on your own time. I ain't trying to play all these videos for a long period of time.
I have been
watch what I got. Watch what I want to see. Watch what I feel like is necessary to watch or play, and say what I got to say. And Lord willing, get into the scripts to my best ability.
Permanently banned from TikTok. That's right, TikTok, which was bought by Zionist Larry Ellison, has decided to kick
me just a small hat.
Me off the platform. I am too dangerous for you to listen to, apparently. My content is hateful, or maybe it's missing.
Shit, your content ain't shit. The prophecy Yahweh Shemal Shah content is, I won't say extreme. It is extreme to these small hatters, because we exposing these devils through the Spirit of the Lord.
Information, or maybe it's harassment or bullying, or maybe it's threats or glorification of violence. I'm not really sure. They just said that I am ripped off of their platform for repeated community guidelines violations. And
that don't make sense. How is you getting removed or banned from TikTok but not YouTube? Get the fuck out of here. That's why I don't believe this shit. And like, what is TikTok gonna? What is TikTok? It's just people putting short videos, but YouTube is much bigger than TikTok. I believe. But she ain't banned from TikTok. I mean, YouTube. That's like where she got the biggest audience at. She almost got 1 million subscribers on her channel. But she ain't banned from this shit.
Types of things that would give you a strike or a warning are hate speech or hateful behavior.
And this is pretty much what I was just already about to say. This shit's going to lead to the chip implant. Well, yeah, it's going to be chip implants. Not leading to chip implant. It's leading to family of the word, free speech and such. And that shit going to be gone.
harassment or bullying, threats or glorification of violence, graphic or disturbing material, sexual or adult content, dangerous activities, misinformation in certain protected areas. Kind of suspicious, I think that might have been the one. Scams and fraud, regulated goods, copyright violations, and content involving exploitation or abuse of minors. We're going to watch the 6 videos, they're short, that ended up giving me these strikes and warnings that just made it to the point where TikTok could not tolerate me anymore, and they had to get me off of their platform. But I did end up logging into my account just to see this warning. You have been permanently banned. Okay. They didn't really give me the ability to appeal. They kind of had this like appeal button, and I hit the button, and then they said, okay, we'll notify you in 7 days. So I'm not really, I mean, I don't, that seems a little bit like, okay, so I just hit a button appeal and you're gonna, what are you gonna do different? So they gave me 6 strikes and warnings for 6 different video violations. These are the videos in particular, the videos that they said were so egregious that absolutely they were dangerous for people to be watching. The first one was here on the list called TPUSA's Israel Ties Exposed. Dun, dun, dun. The second one says this sounds like a threat, which we'll go over what that is about. Also, this shouldn't be happening was the title of the third one. The fourth one was, did Israel mastermind the migrant invasion in Spain? That was the one that I remember that one. Actually was the nail in the coffin. That was the latest one. That was the one they just said, okay, that's enough. Kim, you're out of here.
And then she get banned for them videos. I think I used a couple of them. I think I used a couple of them on YouTube. But then how are you being banned on TikTok for this shit? If anything, you should be banned from daggone YouTube. First off, it's strange. It's and just cause she put out the news talking about these niggas, you can't trust her ass either. Cause I think she'll eat Edomite too. But anyway, being banned from TikTok is a badge of honor. No way, no, what? Nowadays, stay safe, Kim. Congratulations. 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 I be like, hey, how are you banned from TikTok but not YouTube? Anyway.
We don't want to hear from you. Nobody should be hearing from you. You are a dangerous person filled with misinformation. You're not allowed to ask questions, apparently. You're not allowed to ask, were there coordinated efforts? Were there... You could say that all you want if it's about, Qatar, but, or Muhammad who did it. But the minute you implicate Israel, you're done. You're done. Also, another video that was ripped off was, or that they gave me the strike or the warning was, is Bill Gates behind the tick pandemic? Also, did Russians kill Lindsey Graham? So asking these questions, they don't want you to be thinking like this. They don't want you to be asking these questions. They don't want you to be putting these thoughts into the mind of the minions. And so they ended up...
Pretty much, they want to control the narrative. They want to control the narrative.
Getting rid of my account. Let's go ahead and watch these videos. Let's start with this shouldn't be happening. I think this was about, so the 2 categories, if we look at the categories of the videos that they decided were bad, misinformation, how dare you videos, they were either Israel, half of them were Israel, and the other half had to do with like health, which, I'm the COVID conspiracy theorist spreading COVID misinformation about how the vaccine doesn't stop the spread of COVID. That vaccine that you got 5 times and you still got COVID 5 times? Yeah, that one. Okay, so those are the 2 categories. Not to be surprised, we're not surprised by this. So let's go ahead and watch. This first one is, this shouldn't be happening. This one is about young people becoming afflicted by disease they should not normally be afflicted by.
Oh, fucking hell.
Have you wanted to some rates of cancer in young people? I wonder what could possibly be causing that. Couldn't possibly be the factors that the Maha movement...
Now, with all this cancer rates blowing up, now they got a treatment. They got a treatment shot, or what do you call it, a designer shot, a designer vaccine for personalized and customized for your mRNA.
Is pointing out the same factors that many claim to be a giant conspiracy theory. Well, what isn't a conspiracy theory is the fact that young people are seeing skyrocketing rates of cancer, and this is incredibly alarming. But just a couple of weeks ago, the New York Times reported on something very similar. Why are more young people getting cancer? It could be the pesticides. So this is like the farming capital.
It could be just everything, plus some vaccines. Alright, I'm going to stop it there. Let's get to the next video. You want to watch the rest of it, they go to title, they go to channel.
Trump's Turkey and Syria envoy Tom Barak said the Israeli strike on the Abu al-Duhair airbase nearly triggered a direct military clash between the two countries. He said the Turkish forces did not know that Israeli aircraft were on their way to the specific Syrian base, nor did they know what their objective was. This comes after Israel accused Syria of violating a security agreement after Israel targeted an airbase in northwest Syria. Israel has alleged that Syria was allowing Turkish troops at the airbase near Aleppo. However, Turkey has called the Israeli allegations frivolous.
Get the fuck out. Didn't they have a talk about these niggas here, the Benjamin Jew? Where that nigga at? Yeah, that nigga, they placed this motherfucker in that position. These motherfuckers placed this monkey ass nigga in that position in Syria. So they can go up in Syria and take shit. Get the fuck out of here. Now they trying to play like he's an enemy. This nigga was at the fucking White House shooting hoops last year. Or was it 2 years ago? That nigga alley hooping, juking motherfuckers, breaking ankles and shit. Shimmy and shaking. Goddamn, sometimes hearing air balls. And cause he ain't no baller like Jake, but he was daggone playing shooting hoops and shit at the White House. Heck yeah.
Airbase in northwest Syria. Israel has alleged that Syria was allowing Turkish troops at the airbase near Aleppo. However, Turkey has called the Israeli allegations frivolous. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office says Syria was close to breaching a security understanding with Israel. According to Israel, Syria allowed Turkish troops to deploy at the targeted airbase. Israel says it had repeatedly warned Syria against such a move, saying the deployment could pose a security threat to Israel. However, Israel did not directly claim responsibility for Tuesday's strikes in its initial statement. Israel has carried out hundreds of strikes in Syria since the fall of longtime Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad in late 2024. But Tuesday's attack was far from the security zone Israel maintains in southern Syria. Turkey has strongly rejected Israel's justification for these strikes. The Turkish government accused Israel of trying to justify what it called unlawful attacks on Syria. Turkey also said the strikes violated Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Before the fall of Bashar al-Assad in 2024, Iran used Syria as a key corridor to move weapons and support for Hezbollah in Lebanon to use against Israel, which made Syrian military sites a frequent...
I ain't gonna play no more of this. I had to walk away and get a Q-tip. My ear feel itchy. I shouldn't have just put... I don't know. I didn't know what this shit was, but it sounded boring, so I walked away. I'm back. I'll turn that junk off. If you want to watch the rest of it, be my guest. Is Latin America becoming irrelevant? Nah, they just becoming a bunch of Edomites. Their presence been there for the longest, since they've been running damn sticks up Jake's butt. Until it came out their mouths, their presence been known to be there. Is Latin America become? Man, yeah, what they said? What's that nigga name? The nigga from the president from Argentina. Yeah, they saying that. Yeah, of course, I know he's a small hat, but they saying he's a cousin. He's Benjamin Netanyahu's cousin, and he originally, I think, where he's born. Let me see. I don't know. They said somehow he was born. I mean, I'm getting tired of this shit. When these niggas gonna stop talking about this woman? Goodness fucking gracious, bro. She dead. She ain't the only one who try to expose Hollywood. I mean, shit. Who else have? And the people who expose Hollywood, they still fucking alive. But somehow she's dead. Get the fuck out of here. It probably just, I don't mean to say blood sacrifice, but man, I'm like, if they keep talking about something like this for so long, man, it's got to be a distraction like a motherfucker. Because it's been a whole week they've been talking about this shit. Let them talk about another celebrity. They ain't gonna talk a lot about another celebrity like this chick is. I don't know, and I don't really give a fuck. I just want to bring that up because I'm like, they talking a whole lot about this damn woman. I remember her. The only time I remember seeing her in the movie was when she was a kid. Remember the Titans. That's the only movie I remember her from. When she was the little girl, she was like acting like she was an assistant coach for the football team, and that was it. That's all I remember her from. We are the Titans, the mighty, mighty Titans. Shit. What I supposed to be looking up? Oh, Harvey. What's that nigga name? The president of Argentina. I'm spelling it wrong. Yeah, Argentina. I'm trying to figure out how you pronounce his name. Yeah, this weird looking nigga. Ugh! What the fuck is up with this nigga? This nigga look wicked. Look at the look on this motherfucker. Yeah, you know there's something wrong with that motherfucker. You know there's something wrong with that motherfucker. I'm like, goodness gracious. You from, what about Poland? It's not Polish. He is a Argentina, blah 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 blah, of Italian and blah 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 blah. Descent. Anyway, he's an Edomite.
Convertido en un estado genocida.
What the fuck is up with that?
El Estado de Israel se ha convertido en un estado asesino, enemigo de
I mean, what was that? Like some mutant shit.
Estado de Israel.
Oh, it was somebody who was caught up in the blast and they got the dust all over him.
Se ha convertido en un estado genocida.
Yeah, that's somebody who got caught up in the all the rubble and dust.
El Estado de Israel se ha convertido en un estado asesino, enemigo de la paz.
He's dead. Or died like a couple decades ago.
In August 2026, Colombia made a move that no one expected, recognizing Israel's sovereignty over the occupied Golan Heights. This Syrian territory has been occupied by Israel since 1967, and until now the United States was the only country to back Israel's invasion. Elected in June 2026, Abelardo de la Espriella has already restored full diplomatic ties with Israel. The new president has also announced the transfer of the Colombian embassy to Jerusalem. But under Gustavo Petro, back in 2024, the country had severed relations with Israel because of the genocide in Gaza.
Aquí delante de ustedes, el gobierno del cambio, el presidente de la República informa que mañana se romperán las relaciones diplomáticas con el Estado de Israel.
In other words, Colombia has gone from being one of the most critical countries to Israel in the world to one of its most outspoken supporters. But this,
there you go.
This is not an isolated case.
Look at him, look at him. He got his hat. Look, he got his little beanie on with some writing on it.
While Latin America has been one of the world's most critical regions toward Israel for a long time.
And that nigga's all into that wall, bro. He was tongue kissing that wall. He was humping that wall. He was twerking on that wall. Giving it grinding on that wall. What the fuck? What you doing, bro? Letting the dog in.
A major shift has been sweeping across the region for the past 2 years. The most striking example is probably Chile. In June 2025, left-wing President Gabriel Boric shut down the Israeli embassy, imposed an arms embargo, and banned Israeli companies from taking part in trade fairs.
Yo elijo por la humanidad, opto por la humanidad. Y lo que está haciendo de manera indubitable el gobierno del señor Netanyahu, como bien dijo Maris Camis, criminal de guerra, es en contra de la humanidad. Son crímenes en contra de la humanidad. Y no podemos ser diferentes a aquello.
Alright, I'm gonna start right there. No, I'm gonna
with the election of Jose Antonio Cast in December,
yeah, I'm gonna start right there. Pretty much they get tired of you devils. Let's get to the next one.
Israel's military has published the findings of examinations into 5 deadly incidents during the war in Gaza. One of those findings has greatly upset Australia's government. In a moment, we'll get the views from both Canberra and Jerusalem, as well as from a group that'll explain how the IDF investigates itself, so stick around. But essentially, Australia is angry because Israel says it won't pursue a criminal investigation into the killing of aid workers. Australian national Zomi Francom was among a group of 7 staff from the charity World Central Kitchen,
put a hole in that roof,
who were killed in April 2024 when their aid convoy was hit by Israeli drone strikes. The vehicles, which had the group's logo on their roofs visible from the air, were left incinerated and
damn, clearly. Y'all, they Hamas terrorists. They're Hamas terrorists. Don't let that frying pan fool you. Don't let all that vinyl wrap shit fool you. They're Hamas.
The vehicles, which had the group's logo on their roofs visible from the air, were left incinerated and mangled. The workers' deaths triggered global outrage over the safety of aid workers in Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister
They're aiding terrorists, Hamas.
Benjamin Netanyahu previously admitted that the military had unintentionally killed the volunteers.
Anyway.
And that's also the central conclusion of the IDF report released on Wednesday. Here's an excerpt.
And another thing too, if the chosen people are in the land and they're supposed to be chosen, dwelling in safety, which they not, they shouldn't even have weapons of mass destruction in their possession. I want to throw that out there. Isaiah chapter 2 verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. That's Yahweh Shah when he's judging these heathens. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Are they doing that now? No. They're doing the opposite. They're turning all their gardening tools into weapons of warfare. Anything metallic, anything made out of metal, turning into something that's part of a weapon. Yeah. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. There won't be no wars, man. Nobody ain't gonna pick up no missiles and they ain't gonna be picking up no weapons of destruction, guns, missiles, atomic bombs. They ain't gonna be dealing with all that shit, or nuclear bombs. No, neither shall they learn war anymore. There ain't gonna be no war strategies and none of that shit. No. But right now that is happening because these people are not the people. Fucking rats.
Following review of all findings of the factual assessment, it was determined that, notwithstanding serious failures in the process that led to the assessment that Hamas operatives were travelling in the vehicles, the decisions of the commanders did not raise reasonable suspicion of criminal misconduct. This conclusion was reached in view of the sequence of suspicious indicators and the totality of the operational circumstances. World Central Kitchen, which is a US-based charity, has described that decision as inconsistent with the full truth and deeply offensive, demanding an independent commission to investigate. Australia's Foreign Minister Penny Wong says she's outraged and has summoned Israel's ambassador.
Australia is outraged by the Israeli government's decision to not pursue any criminal proceedings against those responsible for killing Zomi Frankham and her World Central Kitchen colleagues. And we do not have confidence in the IDF's Military Advocate General's process given the many unanswered questions.
Well, Israel's ambassador to Australia says his country is deeply sorry but cannot apologise due to the legal implications of doing so.
Well, damn.
I said again, we express deep sorrow and grief with the family. I don't want to go into apologise has all kinds of legal ramifications.
Just apology. It's just an apology. They can't even apologise for murdering some people, blowing them up.
As the court has decided that there's no criminal liability, I cannot accept liability on the behalf of the State of Israel for the family. But I can express deep sorrow and grief, and we see it as a tragedy.
For the chosen people, they come on, bro. These niggas ain't shit. They supposed to be, I don't know what the fuck they supposed to be anyway. They act like a bunch of devils. Can't even a simple apology, which they won't mean nothing anyway. I'll get to the next one.
Operation Epstein Fury.
That's why they're jumping off the side so they can swim to land and get in the fight.
Peace deal number 64 incoming. All this for the Holy Land. Be a good goy and do what Israel tells you to.
A good reminder to us all.
Frida Parsi tweets out, they're writing stuff on the flaps. The military's writing stuff on the flaps of the airplanes. It says, this image was sent to me from the field. These are messages U.S. servicemen in the Persian Gulf have scribbled on the dust of an aircraft flap. So you want to see what it says? It says, be a good guy and do what Israel tells you. That's not what it says. It says, be a good G-O-Y, goy. It says, be a good...
that's a positive message.
Yes.
Oh, so they get it. Okay.
And then it also says Operation Epstein Fury.
Well, I'm furious you keep bringing it up.
And then peace deal number 4 incoming. All this for the Holy Land.
All right. Sounds like they're all in. Looking good. Looks like we're about to win, Jimmy.
So there is a big flap within the Air Force concerning handwritten graffiti on the actual flap of aircrafts. It mocks the idea of fighting a war on Iran for a foreign nation who refuses to fight a war with Iran directly. But they direct us to fight it for them. And Trump is willing to do that. Operation Epstein Fury. It sounds to me like nobody should be scared of what a dead guy wants. Unless he's not dead. Come on. But that's crazy internet conspiracy talk. So here it is. So you can't really see it, on here, but you can kind of make it out. See all the stuff they wrote.
You know, like somebody trying to play hangman.
Wow, they're really excited about this.
Operation Epstein Fury, be a good boy. BB Cucks. It says.
She put down Esau, Edom.
What does it say over here?
Amalek. Yeah, should say Amalek. Esau, Amalek. Should put baby dick sucking, foreskin eating Amalekite.
Right, that's a specialized fighting force, the BB Cucks.
Oh, here I have it. It's a little close up. I love Israel. I am a good goy.
Well, that's nice.
It says goyim, but it says goyim with an im. No, it's em. Operation Epstein Fury.
That's why they're jumping off the side so they can swim to land and get in the fight.
Peace deal number 64 incoming. All this for the Holy Land. Be a good goy and do what Israel tells you to.
Good reminder to us all.
It is. It is. It is a good.
Peace deal more than 64. Like 80 sometimes, right? I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
And here is BB Cucks. I love flock cameras. Wow, they're on it. These military guys. They know.
Guess what? They still in the military, right? Are they still in the military? Yeah. Have they up and left? No. But it's showing you that the U.S. military is not having this shit with Amalek.
What they're doing. He says, I have no frame of reference. I can't compare it to the sentiments of U.S. soldiers in previous conflicts, but I suspect these are new sentiments, or at least a new willingness to express them openly and directly. But as one serviceman told me, what people in the media don't understand when they compare past conflicts to this one is this operation has no moral or moral behind it. Morale? I'm going to say morale. Moral doesn't have an E at the end.
Yeah, no, the morale, that's why they're jumping off the ship.
Yeah, this makes a world of difference to service members deployed to undesirable locations indefinitely. Read the last part again. No morale, deployed to undesirable locations indefinitely. My conclusion, when a war has no morale behind it, winning means that you simply end it. There is no other winning in such an unjust war. Well, Vietnam...
All right, anyway. Yeah, America's military is not having a liking of fighting for Amalek. See what this is about, and I'm gonna wrap it up.
This is the CJ Werleman Show.
Hello, it's your friend CJ, and in this episode we reveal how Iran has delivered Saudi Arabia a catastrophic blow, one that guarantees the imminent collapse of the Saudi regime.
Oh yeah, the Saudi Arabian around the what they call the crown prince of the royal family, they're all small hatters.
But first, please remember to like and
they got a beanie underneath their towel.
Subscribe to our show, and don't forget to turn your notifications on so you never miss a single episode. Now let's get into it. 10 years ago, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman sold the world a story that in his naked and brutal pursuit of power, he was going to crack down on Saudi Arabia's religious clerics and transform the country into a quasi-European oasis, or an island of stability in a sea of Middle Eastern chaos. He set out to turn the kingdom into a business, tourism and entertainment hub, and in doing so, he broke with his long reliance on...
I guess that's the Amalekite in him, trying to make money off this shit.
Oil and Wahhabi ideology that had defined the Saudi state for decades. MBS launched Vision 2030 in 2016 to end the kingdom's heavy reliance on oil, a necessary move given revenues from its hydrocarbon reserves are no longer enough to meet the needs of the Saudi people. His plan was to diversify the economy and make Saudi Arabia a place where Western capital could park itself for the next 50 years without ever worrying about the country's religious clerics and the region's oldest curse.
Probably a safe place for Amalek to stay.
War. The idea was to attract visitors to concerts, luxury hotels, and vast futuristic developments, in which newly built megacities would rise literally out of the desert, where the public investment fund would turn oil wealth into a diversified post-oil economy, and where religious clerics are muzzled or jailed to sell the illusion of tranquility, with the aim of encouraging American and European investment, meant to eventually create jobs for young Saudi citizens who have suffered decades of high unemployment.
Inside the Saudi government, there is a number, a year. Not when the oil slows down, but when it runs out completely. And they know exactly when. The IMF knows it, the Crown Prince knows it, and every single thing Saudi Saudi Arabia has done in the last decade, the $500 billion city in the desert, the golf tournaments, the concerts, the Formula One races, has been one long, desperate attempt to make sure that year never arrives. But here is the thing nobody is talking about. It might already be too late. Right now, Saudi Arabia is bleeding money faster than at any point in the last 8 years. A $33.5 billion deficit in a single quarter. And that is not the scary part. The scary part is what caused it and what it tells us about where this country is actually headed. Because Saudi Arabia does not just have an oil problem, it has a time problem.
I ain't playing no more of this. Anyway, what it says, Israel. Yeah, I got so much on my mind. I meant to say Saudi Arabia finished as Iran dominates Israel's allies. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna play no more of this. I'm tired. I gotta go and cut my backyard and probably get this dog a bath. Musty butt. But anyway, we close it out. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, using his prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him who's coming after working Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And who's coming after who's coming after the working of Satan? Esau, him, so-called white man, but he ain't white. He's red. He's a baby dick sucking, foreskin eating, Jewish faggot nigga named Amalek. And that's all I gotta say. But seek the Lord by seeking his prophets and take heed what to say, and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah. My prayer to Yahweh Shema Shah, praise Yahweh Shema Shah, worship Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, and repenting Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing his truth, and nothing but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble. And for you men out there that's not teaching, preaching, but still keep your faith and trust strong, Yahweh Shema Shah, and just keep believing in him, and have patience, and the Lord is coming. Yep. And for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust on Yahweh Shema Shah. Stay humble, stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order, Yahweh Shema Shah. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and all praises too. I'm tired. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.